Hey guys, I'm back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at some leak stuff coming to Prodigy along with the new treasure track, so let's get into the video. Alright, so we have some leak stuff for Springfest and Costumes. First we're going to go ahead and look at the treasure track though. So this one just came out today. There should be a Wizard Watch post for it. I guess there's not. But you can see I have Verdama. I was given it by Prodigy. So that is what the buddy for it looks like. Or I guess this is just what it's going to look like overall. It has a defense bonus of 70, and its description says Verdama's fur is squishy soft, naturally friendly. They use the moss on their back to moisturize and exfoliate. So we can also go ahead and see what else is in the treasure track. So here's the hero pose for Verdama. We also can see that we're going to be getting a magic carpet, and Nebluff's first evolution, or Stormbluff's first evolution, is going to be obtainable for the first time. So you can see here that we're going to be getting a Trondle if you're an Ultra member. They also added Glowworm Morph Marbles. There's going to be the Teacher's Apple, which is, I think, a pet relic, which has a power bonus of 127. And then there's the Bookworm, which I don't think has been fully obtainable yet until now. There's also a Tropical if you're a non-member. And sadly, they didn't really add anything for the free track, just like they've been doing. And they also didn't put any member or magic coin into the treasure track as well. If we keep going, you can see that Reese Cliff is going to be obtainable for core. Then there's also going to be a speech bubble with only 29 health bonus, so it's not very good. If we keep going, you can get Stormbluff. You can also get the Owl Locket. If we keep going down, you will see there's another Trondle. There's the Mortar Board, which has a health bonus of 96. This is a hat, I believe. Then we have another Reescliff, Verdama, Riftopus. Then we have the Flying Carpet, which has a power bonus of 95 and a speed bonus of 105. And then another Trondle and Tromprinkle. So overall, not a great treasure track, I would say. The only thing that's really interesting about it is Verdama, this, and then two pets that are already obtainable, I guess. So yeah, moving on, we do have some leaks for Costumes and Springfest. Alright, so this stuff was added into the assets yesterday. This one is called UI Wizard Costumes, and here you can see there's Core, Plus, and Ultra, and these seem to be the highest quality images that we've gotten of membership ever. So here you can see that there's sort of a bear wearing what looks to be a wizard costume. The only one of these that's actually similar to something in-game is the hat. And then we also have these two images. This one I don't think actually really has anything to do with pet costumes. I don't know, it's why it's here. But this one I think is supposed to be the icon for when it's in the store. So I guess we're going to be getting a bear as some sort of costume. I guess this could also mean that for the first time we may be getting items that are locked behind a specific tier of membership in a way. Like maybe you have to have ultimate member or ultra membership to be able to put on some certain costume. That's sort of what I'm thinking based on the fact that there's the plus here. Maybe only people that have above a plus membership are able to wear those. Then if you're this is core, this is plus. If you're a plus member, then only people that are above plus are able to use that costume, and then ultra, only people that have ultra can use that costume. That's sort of what I'm thinking. I was also sort of thinking that this sort of looks AI generated. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not, but I'm not very good at telling if stuff is. We also have this, which is called empty costume. So I guess when you're wearing this in game, or I guess they're gonna add another slot here. So I guess mounts will move over here, everything will move up, and then like over here we'll have one for costume or something like that. Have revamped star frame. I don't know what this is supposed to be for. It's sort of just like a gold frame with a star here, kind of like exactly what this says. Then if you want to see these a little better, here is the uh, icon costume 0. I assume this probably will be something that we can actually wear. I guess this is sort of what the icons are going to look like for the costumes that we get. Like the dog and the cat that we saw last week will sort of look like that, I guess. The icons will at least. Um, then this one is called Icon Store Costume. And then we have some stuff for Springfest. So pretty much all we got was boots and relics. I think these are sort of just adding on to outfits that are already in the game. So this is called Icon Boots 164, and this is what it would look like when you're wearing them. I think that these would sort of go along with one of the hats that's already in the game. I'm not sure which. I'll try to find it. I think it could like sort of go with the flower crown or something like that. And then we also have these boots, which are called, or are boots number 167. I think that these go with something for the foxes. I'm not exactly sure what. Something with the medieval armor theme that they have. I think it would be one of those ones. We also, this is what they're going to look like when you're wearing them. Then these boots, I'm not really sure what these are going to be for. There's sort of one hat that I can think of that sort of looks like this one, but I'm not 100% sure that it would be for that. And this is what it's going to look like when you're wearing that boot. Then we got 2 relics. So this is Spell Relic 115. It's just sort of like the fox colors with a fox on the front of it. It looks pretty cool. Then we have the Spell Relic 116, which is just like the Bunny Bandits one. Sort of looks like a hat that we have in the game, sort of with... I guess this pretty much does look exactly like one of the hats in the game. So that's interesting. Then we have a few pet gears that we can look at. This one, these really aren't too interesting. We have a butterfly. This one sort of looks like one that we already have in the game, although maybe the one that we already have has 2 eggs inside of it. I'm not sure. And then we have a pet relic, which I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be. So then we also have the tile set for Springfest, which is pretty interesting. So a lot of this is just stuff that got updated to be rasterized, or I guess this is probably just HD. But down here, this is some of the more interesting stuff. We have what look to be wanted posters for Don Zorro and Harriet Hood. I'm not really sure what's behind this shield. It sort of looks like a star. So I'm not sure if that will have anything to do with this. I'm not sure where these will be hung up. Maybe on signs somewhere. I guess they could technically just be hung up inside of the opposition's base. Like if you were inside of the Fox stronghold, I guess they're called, you would see this one for Harriet Hood. If you were in the Rabbits one, you would see this poster of Don Zorro maybe, or something like that. And then down here, this stuff, I think that this is supposed to be the statue up and over to the left. That's really the only place that I could think of it ever being put. It sort of also does look like the statue that you would see for the battles, like how we have the statue for Sir Constello, we have the one for Poppet, we have the one for all of the other bosses. It sort of looks like that statue in a way, but it also does look like this dragon statue right here. But now that I look at previous things, like this base down here looks very similar to this base right here. So I guess this could be the boss that we're going to be getting in a way, or maybe we're going to be getting another sort of area like how we got with Moonlight Fest, because this we see in Firefly Forest, and the mouth pretty much is never open. I think that there is something in the CDN somewhere that does have a version that's open for the statue in Firefly Forest, but we've never actually seen it open. So maybe this is going to be like we can go inside of it into some sort of new area, and we'll be able to battle, I don't know, something inside of this new area for Springfest. That is, if this is going to be this sort of like boss thing that I'm thinking that it could be. It could just end up replacing the dragon. We'll just have to see what happens with that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have to talk about today. So that is going to go ahead and end the video. None of this stuff in the video is fake, even though it's April Fool's. I was going to release an April Fool's video, but it took too long to edit. I'll try and get it out by next Friday, since I think that it can work as a non-April Fool's video. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and bye.